I'm so bad at this. Like the whole introduction thing, I'm really bad. This green thing is not really nice. This is like green light. Green light. Oh, green light. This is too white. But this may be good. Yes, this is nice. Okay, good. So, as you can see, I'm in my apartment in Paris. And hello, everyone. For people who don't know me, this is Roshni. You can also call me Sky. That's a new kind of thing. But I always loved this name, and I wish I could change my name to Sky. Anyway, this is my coffee, and this is us meeting again on my new video. This video is very important to me, and guys, I am telling you, go get your coffee or cup or whatever you want to drink, because it's gonna be a long video, and trust me, it's gonna be a useful video, because I'm making this video after collecting a lot of questions from all of you, especially my girls, and it is coming directly again from my heart, because all my videos are raw, and I don't want to, I don't know how to like pretend or fake things that I shouldn't say sometimes. So I think it's a good thing, but in a way it's a problem for me. But I think it's just so good, because I'm going to share whatever worked out for me the best. So to start with, this is a picture of me comparing my before journey and after journey. So as you saw, that is not a very it's actually a very inspirational thing for me, because I couldn't believe that I would reach somewhere even near to this after body or whatever it is. And when it started for me was when I stopped counting my days and counting my workouts and counting my calories and counting basically the numbers were, like standing on the weight machine or going to the gym and seeing that, oh, I worked out for 1 hour or I ate these many calories. I think that's when my transformation journey started. Back in the day, I used to play rugby. If you guys don't know, I've played rugby for like the longest time. I was into sports. So my body type was like a different person. I was never ever going to be a model. And now that I wanted to be a model, it was here, like the whole stress, the whole pressure, the push from society. It was that bad, and I used to basically, I was completely uneducated about what I am doing to myself. But as a layman, as everyone, you and me would normally do, is I used to like not eat one time, then I tried eating lesser calories, like going into a calorie deficit and working out thrice a day. Sometimes I used to not eat breakfast and just eat one meal during or before workout. So in that way you feel like, oh, I'm gonna work out anyway, so let me eat before my workout so it burns out. Nothing worked, trust me, nothing worked. It was all a fail. And what I'm going to share with you is very, very important to me, and I think it's going to be consistent for me for all my life. I haven't learned this from anyone. I haven't gotten these tips and tricks from the internet, or like this is literally very personal. So I'm gonna begin without further ado. So my first question is, what was my diet? What are the timings? What did I eat? What I did not eat? How did I balance? And if I ended up eating, or I habituated to binge eating. Well, I think it is a very I think this question has a lot of points that I would like to elaborate, but just to begin with, do not diet, or do not binge eat, or do not eat if you're emotionally under pressure or influence of your emotions. Do you get it? Yeah, if you don't get it, ask me, I'll tell you again. I'm telling you, do not go for anything because you felt like this would change you. I don't think diets work, because they're like a short-term thing, and okay, actors and actresses do it, but they do it under the influence of someone who really knows what's going on. They pay heavy amounts of money to doctors, to nutritionists, to their personal trainers, etc. And by the way, disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I am not somebody who is certified in nutrition, or I'm not somebody who's medically approved to share this information with you, so I'm not going to get into the chemicals of it. But I can 100% say that I'm aware of my own body, and I have been studying a little bit of nutrition, and I'm going to do a nutrition course as well. I'm very much interested in bioindividuality and biochemistry, so I think it's very important for me to just share what worked for me, and that's about it. I'm not going to give you extra gyan on what you should do according to your body type, but nevertheless you can write to me and we can always discuss, and I can give you some normal tips and tricks which would let you live normally also, and yeah, maybe bring a change in your own body. So diet and timings, everybody has a different body type, right? So what I did was I completely changed my routine to consistency. Okay, this is very weird, but my diet was a high fat diet. Okay, I have always been very comfortable with meat, with anything to do with non-veg, and some of you would not agree with me, but trust me, I have tried going vegan, I have tried going vegetarian, I have tried eating only salads and liquids, I've tried doing panchakarma and detoxification. It's good, but it did not work for me. I was extremely sick at the end of the day, and I was weak, and I was not able to wake up. I wasn't able to perform. I was going through brain fog. I was mentally not prepared for another day. And I definitely did not want to eat, that feeling when you're not happy when you eat. You don't want to eat anything more. So for me, I realized that meat, not fried meat. Like I used to eat fresh meat, like fresh cuts, and I think that was what changed my life. I transformed my everything diet, like high sugar, processed foods, and this and that, to a very strict high fat diet. I would also say that actually I tried doing the keto, but again, like I'm not very consistent with these diets, so I just went into a low carb diet because I believe carbs are very important also. So I did not completely cut out carbs, but I started my day with bulletproof coffee, and this is when I was I think 66 or 67. This is with no vision or long-term goal setting. This is just because this is what I was doing. And I liked it. I liked the taste of it. I liked coffee, and I liked the fact that it's fat. So I started my day with bulletproof coffee early in the morning, and the next meal was again like something which is meat, high fat, chicken, steak, fish, veg, anything that is to do with clean and carnivore food. So if you're a carnivore, and if you're not, maybe you can go for paneer, you can go for tofu, you can go for anything that is high fat. Guys, fat is really important. Read about it. I'm not saying because I like fat, it's not really fun to be on a low carb diet, because come on, I want to eat that donut, I want to eat that croissant, I want to eat everything in the world that's carbs. I love food, I love cooking, but when you have to maintain a certain body type, and if you have your goals that need to align with your food habits, this is what I learned, that my body performs well on low carbs, and I'm not dying, and I'm not hungry, and I'm performing well, and I'm sleeping less, and I'm more conscious, and I'm more active. I can work out more. I'm definitely not lazy, and my body, my function, my everything is completely different. If you read about it, you'll understand why carnivore diets or high fat diets really work for you. But it did work for me. Trust me, I'm not bullshitting. I would never ever try to promote something. This is not a sponsored video. Habituated eating and binge eating. I never ever felt like I needed to eat more when I was eating high fats. The thing with carbs is, I feel like your body is in this energy system. There are two energy systems. One is when you give it glucose, when you give it carbs, and your body just turns to it starts turning it into energy for your actions, for whatever you're doing. So that's how it makes use of that energy to run the body. like a fuel. Carbs is fuel for the body. But here, when you're giving it more fats, the energy system is basically turned into fats. So your body has ketones. And even if you don't have ketones, the basic working system of the body is to take fats as your fuel. So you're burning more fat, but you have to be consistent, clean, and very strict with that. You cannot just like fuck up with, okay, now I'm gonna eat a pastry suddenly because I think I've done my 6 days of clean and nice eating and I think I look a certain way. So no, that's not gonna work. You have to be very, very, very specific and particular about your choices. This video is literally very, very important. Do not fuck up. I'm sorry. Binge eating thus just cancels out, because when you're conscious and when you're aware and when you're connected with yourself, when you're eating clean, even if you're a vegan, when you know that your body likes what you eat, you don't feel like eating more. Binge eating happens when you're stressed, when you're all over the place, when your hormones, your chemicals, your body, your brain, your heart, everything is just chilling on different islands. You know what I'm saying? You need to find one boat and sail through this journey. Wow, that is crazy. I'm a metaphorist. The fact that you need to eat less, your body doesn't need to eat so much. Very, very beautiful example is the Stone Age man. I don't know if the Stone Age man knew what vegan diet is or vegetarian diet is. No offense to the veganers there, but I'm just saying that the natural instinct of body is to take natural things like fat, or like they used to just kill an animal and eat it because they knew that that's going to be enough for the day. And they never used to, I don't think they used to like go for the smaller animals because they knew they wanted food. They knew they wanted that meat to like survive the cold, the winter, the whatever. So I think I would do good in that kind of climate, you know, because my diet is good. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud because I'm kind of loving it. And I, after so many years of struggling with what to eat and what not to eat, walking into a shop where I love these desserts, and I was just like, oh my god, I want to eat each thing. That's a problem. You cannot feel gluttony towards food because your body doesn't need it, you know. And now I just don't feel like eating sweets anymore, even if I have a sweet tooth. Of course, I have my cheat days like once in 6 or 5 months when I'm in Paris, maybe. But if I'm not happy with my body type, like I'm feeling lazy, if I'm not able to work out, or if I'm feeling fatigued, or you know, there is something that's not okay, where I feel like unaligned from my body. Oh my god, I don't know if disaligned is a word. Unaligned, not aligned. So that's when I get into a meditative check with what I ate, what I'm eating. Conscious eating, guys. Conscious eating, it's good. Binge eating, not good. Habituated eating, not good. Stress eating, not good. Conscious eating. That doesn't mean that you're conscious at 3 p.m. so now you're gonna eat, okay? Conscious eating means just go with the flow. See what you want to eat. If you feel like eating meat, eat meat. If you feel more energetic on meat, eat meat. If you feel more energetic and active on vegetables and high color, like thriving foods, eat it. Just eat whatever you like. But don't force feed your body something because you think that, oh, it's colorful. Oh, this sugar. Oh, that donut. Oh, alcohol. Okay, workout. Timings, rest days. What workout? So workouts are, they've always been a part of my journey. But I'm so happy that I'm not stress working out anymore, because when I was eating so many carbs a day and I used to like work out every day, I used to do HIIT in the morning, and then I used to do strength training, and then I used to like even do like, you know, some activities like play sports and this and that. But my body is not changing, trust me. For more than a year, I went through this whole thing where I was just kind of doing so many things, but my body was not changing a bit. I was like plateauing at this number, this weight, because I was constantly like, oh my god, I'm this weight, I'm that weight, it's not working. And I'm like, it was like a loop. That's what I started my video with. Exactly, this was the mistake, because I was trying to count calories, then do a workout, then eat, then sleep. It was like a loop. There was no happiness anywhere, there was no like consciousness anywhere. So now, when I was on this high fat diet, my only workout was ice baths. Shout out to my partner because he made it happen for me, and I really owe him this one because ice baths completely changed my life. Ice baths was where it all started for me, and or maybe cold showers. I've always spoken about it in my stories also. Cold showers, ice baths, and yoga. These three things were my consistent workouts for 6 months until I became 50, the after picture. So I think I used to do it every day. Yoga, ice bath, high fat diets, and sometimes I used to also do steams and saunas to detoxify. It's very important for you to have your body go through these shocks, not electric shocks. Like when you go do an ice bath, you'll understand what I'm saying. You're in the present. You're completely high functioning. You're like, your brain is functioning. Everything is like just like in hyper mode, and it's good. That's called a shock. So you need to do that to your body. You can follow Wim Hof. I'm gonna put his link in the description. But trust me, guys, in Paris it's cold, but it's not like the ice bath feeling, that's what I'm saying. It's not gonna be like that. I'm dying, I want ice bath. So I am basically taking cold showers for now, which is not really helpful, but I feel good in the brain, I feel good in the body, I feel stimulated to begin my day, sometimes without coffee. But ice baths are good. If you have the opportunity to have like your friends, y'all can just contribute and have ice once or twice a week. Just make like a small pool or have gallons in which you store water. Just go into it and sit, guys, and read about ice baths. And there is a breathing technique called Wim Hof. You can do that and then go into the ice bath to get full avail of it. Trust me, it worked for me. And I used to not even like do so many jumping jacks and do so much of strength training, and I was just consistent, and I did not expect anything out of it. Did not. The day I stopped expecting, the day I stopped counting what I'm doing, was when it actually worked for me. And that is my mantra. Like now also like my goal is something else, but I have changed and tweaked some things in my this routine that I'm sharing with you. Like I've gone a little bit more advanced. I've included the intermittent fasting also in it, but it's difficult, trust me. Why is it difficult? I'll be very honest with you, because I'm not doing it properly. I'm eating at 7, I'm eating at 8, I'm eating at 9. I'm supposed to stop eating at 7 and eat in the 8-hour window. So it doesn't work. So that's my fault, but I'm just sharing with you. Ice baths, steams, massages, yoga really worked for me. How to deal with anxiety, depression, binge eating, etc. 3. How to deal with anxiety. Honestly, I have been a victim of anxiety for a very long time. Yes, I will say the word victim because it is something that just happens. It's like an accident almost. You're not prepared for it. Your body goes into this whole weird wave of shock, and you're just like, oh my God, I want to come out of it. I don't know what to do. I strongly advise not to take any medicines or indulge in any kind of external oral techniques to get rid of your anxiety, because it's not gonna work. Anxiety is completely a mental thing. And in the DSM-4, oh, by the way, I graduated in psychology, if you didn't know. So I feel so connected with this whole thing because I read about it. And when I was studying about anxiety, about agoraphobia is basically the fear of having anxiety in a public space. Can you imagine that? It's like too much. But I wouldn't go there because I feel the DSM has literally so many things. Like I feel everyone has some or the other mental disorder. Then I don't really feel like it is like that. But when it comes to anxiety, you get breathlessness, you kind of you have cold feet, you have cold hands, you kind of freeze, and I know what anxiety feels like. And there are different types of anxiety. You can have social anxiety, you can have communal anxiety, you can have personal anxiety, there are like types of anxieties. But how to deal with it is by not trying to deal with it. I know it sounds very filmy, but trust me, it's like something that you don't need to deal with. Let it happen to you. Breathe through it. Breathe 5 times. Okay, so if you really want to know what to do at that moment, first thing, I would have 3 techniques. This really helped me sometimes, but my first technique would be like 5 deep yawns. Okay, like, and slow exhale. Slow exhale. Empty your mind and slow exhale. Okay, 5 times. Second one is use all your 5 senses at the same time, like what you can see, what you can hear, what can you taste, what you can sense, all your 5 senses. Just try and connect with all your 5 senses immediately. And third, have a lot of water and gulp it down slowly. Okay, and there is this one more technique that I do actually, but I do it for myself. I don't know if I should share it with you. It's like a little bit like, oh my gosh, she's like an energy person. No, like I don't do it when I'm having the attack, but I definitely do it when I am away from people. So I bring all of this, about chakras, like all these things are inside of you, right? Even if you can't see it. So I kind of like gather all of these negative things like somewhere here, and then I like pull it out like this. Oh my god, there's so much. And then I just like take it, and then I fucking throw it out. And then I throw it out. Yeah, these things like work subconsciously, and yeah, I feel it's so important. One more thing that works with me is, again, when you're not in public, you can write down whatever you feel is happening. Write down, just start journaling, just randomly start writing down things. And yeah, if you have a lot of anxiety, guys, maybe you got to check with that's not right. If you have a lot of anxiety, my god, if you all face many anxiety episodes in like a week, go to the doctor, but I shouldn't say this, but don't go to a psychologist, go to a psychotherapist. Maybe you can talk it out. Counseling is amazing, therapy is great, but don't take oral prescriptions again. That's the difference between a therapist and a psychologist. They'll like not prescribe you things. But yeah, and maybe monitor your caffeine intake, maybe monitor the kind of circle you're hanging with, monitor your foods, monitor your social media, because a lot of anxiety is happening because of social media, and I don't like it. Read good books. I mean, Ikigai has helped me a lot. I took a lot of time to read that book because I wanted to take it. I wanted to become Ikigai, I'm not becoming Ikigai. But I can tell you that you can read Ikigai and see how that book is. Everyone's just in the present, and I feel amazing when I read that book. I felt amazing. And I still feel amazing. But the point is that anxiety it's just like another demon. It's fine. Throw it away. Throw it away. How to push yourself to work out every day. I don't want to elaborate on this thing because I do not push. Don't push. Ever. Don't. If you don't have an ice bath, if you cannot do a sauna, if you cannot do massages, if you cannot do yoga, then maybe indulge in some activity that you really like. If you like boxing, if you like MMA, if you like Pilates, if you like calisthenics, just indulge yourself in an activity that you really like. Then you're not gonna push yourself every day, maybe. Because if you're like, if I ask someone who doesn't like yoga and meditation to like come on the mat and start meditating and do yoga, they're gonna hate it. They're gonna hate yoga. They're gonna hate me, and then I'm never gonna meet me again. So it's like basic, guys. So if you think you have to push yourself every day to work out, it doesn't work. but make sure you at least walk, move, jump, move. You need to do some kind of movement. I think the best thing to do every day is to just move. Walk when you feel like not getting up from that couch, when the gravity feels like it's more in this couch, when it pulls you down, just move. Wake up and move. Then maybe you'll understand what I'm trying to say. Because when you move, your whole subconscious changes. When you're committing to something and you actually do it when you know you're not gonna do it, the game has already changed. Don't push yourself to work out. What kind of workout you want to do, you can always ask me in the comments, or maybe DM me on Instagram. But right now, I'm just gonna get to the point. Don't push yourself for working out. Okay, guys, so I have one more question. It's how to stop self-negative talk. I think this requires another video, and if you've sustained the whole video, thank you so much for being here. And the fact that you stayed for so long means amazing respect to me, to you, and the fact that you want to change, it's amazing. And I love you for being here. So if you enjoyed this video and you want more videos about your journey, about transformation, do subscribe, share this video, please, guys. We are a small channel. We've just reached 400 subscribers, which is like a small number, but I'm so happy that I'm actually not like at 12 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. It's you who made this happen and who motivates me to make these videos for everyone. Because of you, I think I'm gonna make something more powerful, and it's gonna help someone else. Thank you so much for watching. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you next time. Oh my god. Okay, bye. It's the coffee, not me. Trust me. I'm fine. Okay.